Welcome! Today is a very special day because I'm going to the other end of Denmark, which is actually not that far because Denmark is pretty small. So it's only a few hours drive. I'm going to a Raku and Pitfire Festival and I'm invited as an instructor on Pitfire. I'm not an expert, but I do have my fair share of experience and I will share that with the students there. The car is packed and as you see it's maybe a little bit overpacked. I always pack too much, but in this case it's legitimate because most of it is pottery that is going to be fired and some pottery that are already made so students can see what different things you can achieve and a lot of materials. So actually very little clothes. I hope you will join me. Welcome. Now I arrived to the place where we're going to have the festival and they're setting up, this area is for all the Raku firing. So we have 6 kilns and there's another place in the other end where we will set up for Pitfire. So I will go there now and check out how that evolves. And today we're just getting ready and the event is starting out tomorrow.
Yes. This place is a boarding school, or what we call an efterskole. In Danish it's not similar to other schools in other countries, but it's for students in 9th and 10th grade. And they are about 15 to 17 years old when they are here. We work a lot with the clay at this school and other things as well, but that's why we started this for about 4 years ago. We had the first Raku festival at the school, and now it's the second because of Corona. So we had to jump over. It was cancelled last time. It's every second year. So yeah, this year we are about 50 attendants, all. What we call in Danish ildsjæle, fire souls, or what you call it, people that are very much into ceramics and different kinds of firing methods.
Okay, thank you. Look forward to a great weekend. This is where we will have the Pitfire part of the event. We have 3 barrels. Brand new, and one of them is really interesting because the guy who prepared these kilns made a special one that I wanted to try for a long time. So basically this one have a chimney and inside, I'll show you that in a second, the tube runs in and there's some holes in it. So what we're hoping is that we can create more suction, more oxygen, and maybe some higher temperatures, especially in the lower parts. I'm really looking forward to this. So inside here runs the chimney. It's connected to this tube, and there's some cuttings there. I think we'll make them a little bit bigger, and then there will be a protection there, like I usually do, and then the pots will come on top of that. So I'm pretty sure that's going to be good for how they fire. So now we're just trying to make the holes a little bit bigger. That should be good. We're having a sort of a small exhibition with pieces that all the participants in the workshops have brought in, that they made themselves, which is really interesting to see because it clearly shows that we're not dealing with pure amateurs here. Definitely some people who already made great things. I also, of course, brought some of my pieces. So a little bit of different things here. And more people are coming in. So it will be exciting to meet everybody tomorrow. I think it looks really interesting here. Today we're just preparing for tomorrow and Sunday's event. So starting out with a good dinner. Food is important, and this actually looks really good. Good morning. We had a good day yesterday, just preparing for the event, set up everything, all the attendees came and we just gave some introduction to the different sessions we're gonna have today. It's 7:30 now, it's still a little bit cloudy, but it should be much better in just an hour or two. And so now we'll have some breakfast and we will set up the first session, which I'm hosting, about Pitfire. So that's gonna be fun. We are getting ready for the first session, the Pitfire session, preparing the tables. We're putting plastic on all the tables. Even though they are plastic tables, all these chemicals and stuff, they tend to stick to the tables. And they're so nice and new and white, so we protect them that way. And I'm setting up the kilns here. We are putting in, or I'm putting in, the fire bricks and the grill. And as you see, this grill is a little bit different than the one I use at home. The one I use in my home is a cast iron. They do cost a little bit more and they last longer, but we decided for this event just to buy these cheaper ones, and I think they should be fine for this. Getting ready and unpacking all the materials here. People for their own stuff.
Så skal du hjem, ved du hvad, der er så skønt derovre, så det sker ikke for mig ved. Men folk er meget velkommen til Norden, så have flere tørre bananer. Ja, og så mandariner og pærer. Hvordan blå er de forskel? Hvad var det der, det var?
Så han døber.
Ja. Må man tage en?
Jernoxid er det nederste.
Der har ligget i det her.
Jeg ved ikke, om der er nok på. Ja, vil du sige? Ja, det er værd. Jeg har jo en lille idé på det her, så man kan gøre det.
Det ser godt ud.
Ja, det synes jeg også.
Man bare lægge det ned under, så man får på begge sider.
We finished packing all the pots, wrapping them up. Some of them are not wrapped up in Saggar. And now we fill
Sausen og sådan noget, så bliver hvis det ligger ned i sausen, så bliver det sort på den.
the one with chili. We expect it to be We didn't put any sawdust in that. We don't want too many fumes. We want it to be a clean. These ones, on the other hand, this one is full of sawdust. So that will most likely be very smoky.
Skal jeg lægge den her?
Yeah, that will be good. And this one
Jeg er ikke med til det.
is without any smoke material.
Fuldstændig.
Giver dem lige lidt sprit. Ja, også fordi det er nogle lidt større stykker. Så. Og der, hvad hedder det, når I hælder sprit på?
Er det ikke farligt med spritten?
Jo.
Det er det kort svar. Jeg lærte om sikkerhed.
Nej, hvad hedder det? Man skal ikke, når det første er, skal man ikke have spil på, fordi så springer det op.
Gå tilbage til en time.
Så! Tada! Now we got all three kilns, barrels lighted up, and it looks really good. Sorry, there's a lot of sun now. It's coming out. Good. And we have good fire going on in all three of them. And the chimney is just starting to smoke a little bit, which is a good sign. So it seems that it's working. So now for the next couple of hours, as usual, I will tip off with a little bit more wood, so we get at least 2-3 hours of burning wood, burning flames, and then we will let it ease out into embers, and then finally I will put the lid on and let it slowly die out and cool. And we're actually not, because we have different workshops here, so we're not actually opening the kiln before tomorrow afternoon. So by that time they will for sure be totally cold.
Lille stykke der, hvor større, hvor meget det breder sig.
Ja, rigtigt.
Lige over på den der, på det bord der står.
Det er Saggar. Jeg behøver ikke at sætte det hele af, bare der lige kommer lidt ind til.
Now we are emptying the Saggar fired pots in a Raku kiln. So basically these pots have been wrapped up with the same kind of materials as we use in the Pitfire. So organic materials and sulfates and carbonates and stuff. And then they're fired in a Raku kiln instead of the pit. So we basically get the same fuming and coloring and stuff. What we don't get is, of course, the ashes and the fire. So it does look a little bit different, but something really great can come out of it, as you can see here.
Ja, det ved du alt. Så har du adgang til det.
As we were a little bit concerned about this kiln not actually sending smoke out through the chimney. So we put the lid on, and now it's beautiful. So now we will remove the lid again and see, still have smoke, and see what happens. Whoa! But we still get smoke now through the chimney. So apparently it created some sort of draft, which I would guess is good. Maybe we forced some heat into the chimney, or I don't know, but this looks good. I really do enjoy this part of the Pitfire event. It's very quiet. I think you can almost hear the birds singing in the background, and there's not much work left. I still top up with a little bit of wood, but other than that I can just relax, have a cold drink, coffee, whatever, and wait for the magic to happen. In the second session today, they're doing a copper mat, which is a very special technique with a frit and copper sort of a glaze, and it's then fired up to 1120 Celsius, I guess, and then heavily reduced, and it creates this crazy range of colors. Very interesting. And here they are experimenting with flash fire, which is a very interesting technique because it's super fast and you don't need a kiln. So basically you just put water on this Christmas paper, and that will kind of glue it to the pot, and then you fire it with a small handheld gas burner, and then the colors from the paper will attach itself to the pot, and that's it. And the funny thing is, of course, that this was blue-ish Christmas paper, but it turned out yellow. It very often turned out yellow, but you can see she also got these turkish bluish colors, and it's actually very beautiful. And in my experience, if you then seal it up with acrylic spray or something, it actually lasts just as long as other low-fire pottery, and it's very fun to do. Now they're doing the reduction part of the copper mat. So they're taking it out after firing it up first to 1030 degrees and then lowering it to 750. And then they take it out and give it this very intense reduction. So first lots of fire with newspaper cuttings, and then they put the bucket on, and they actually put it into sand to close it up, so it's completely closed. So now we have fired with lots of wood over the past 4.5 hours or something, and as you see, it's shrunken to about a third of it, or maybe half. So that's why you need to stack it really well, because it is falling together, and you don't want heavy pieces to fall on lighter pieces. So now we have no more flames, and it's time to put the lids on. Ja, så trækker, kan man sige, nu prøver, de der, den der ild og de der gløder, der er tilbage, prøver at finde ilt. Og det kan de så kun få nede fra hullerne, så bliver det super. Ready?
Det var det. Så skal jeg gå med underbukser.
Good morning! We're now on day 3. We just had breakfast. I did just a short test fire, and now we're back on the square here, and the attendees are doing naked raku, and they're doing some horsehair, and they're doing some glaze fires, and we'll continue with that until lunch, and then we have the big thing, opening up the Pitfire kilns. And they are actually cold enough now to go and open them, but everybody is busy here, so even though I almost can't wait, I have to wait until after lunch. So then we'll go and open them and empty the kilns and talk about how to polish them and seal them on the inside. So I look forward to that. Are they turning out?
Yes.
Oh, it's good.
Altså hvis den mørkgrønne er små, så hvis du tager det og ikke ret lang tid i luften. Nej,
Men jeg snuppe den. Ja. Nej, hvor er den sød.
Er nogen, der ved, hvor den grønne er? Den har
Den er meget sød.
Der kan man jo lave en kombi.
Er der en transparent
Næse med.
Hvorfor?
transparent hul? Er det den der?
Det har også ind i det huller der.
Du er inde og kigge på, hvad det er. Og hvad det er der.
Den er rigtig fin, ja. Og det er
Er du tilfreds?
Jeg er så tilfreds. Mega sjov.
sætter godt fast. Kan man godt? Nej, okay. Jeg tror det. Ej, det er sjovt, det bliver sjovt. Det er meget fint. Det ligner en fra stenalderen.
Ja.
Nej.
Så bare bruge tavs.
Skal lidt knofedt til først.
Ja. Men jeg tror ikke, jeg gider knofedt mere på den. Jeg tror bare, jeg...
Sidste gang var det 100 op i Så. Der kommer flammer nu her. Kom lidt ned. Ikke mere.
Ikke mere.
Men lidt.
Nej, jeg putter lidt mere på.
Og så lægger du nu.
Ja, det kan vel lige gå.
Jamen, jeg kan ikke tale med
So now we're finally ready to empty the kilns, and people are just coming up because everybody's, of course, interested to see how their things turned out. Most likely some of it is awesome, some of it is catastrophic, some of it is almost for sure surprising, but hopefully some of it is good.
Altså, de er sådan lidt mere grålige og så videre, men det kommer nogle skyggevirkninger ved de andre, ikke også, som jeg synes, der er meget spændende også. Ja. Så jo, hver ting har jo sit.
Jamen, har man så en påsmørklude og en efterbehandlingsklude, eller hvad?
So now we finished emptying all the kilns, the barrels, and I must say I'm actually very impressed. There was only a couple of things that broke, and that was mine. And I actually don't have any idea why, because it is a different clay than what I usually use, but it's a high grog clay with 40% grog, so I don't know why. Anyway, that's okay, it was my stuff. Most of the student stuff actually looks amazing. I'm very impressed. Colorful, nice, interesting, so we had good fires and good results. I'll show you some of it.
Almindelig boks til den. Bare den er sagt først.
Hvorfor var der sad der, men jeg synes ikke, det burde blive så hårdt. Ser det godt ud?
Det er lidt koldstærkt.
Jeg har bare en boremaskine.
Now the event is over, and I'm actually quite amazed of look how clean it looks now. It's been a very good weekend and a very good team. Everybody helped out with everything. We got a lot of interesting things tried out. I tried Ovara for the first time, and I never did that. And I'm not sure how I like it too much on white pottery, but I did it on a dark red clay body, and that actually sort of interesting. You can see an example here. Anyway, I think we had a really good event, and I want to thank Esben and Dorte and the rest of the organizers for doing this event, and of course this amazing school. I hope you could see from all the filming here how great it looks. It must be such a joy to be here as a kid, spending a year here. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video, and as usual, if you like it, you're welcome to subscribe, write a comment, come back, share, whatever, and I hope you will try out some of the things that we did. Have a great day.